It's funny how the world works. I started this live stream. This wasn't planned. I just finished working on what I was doing, and it's exactly 3:40 p.m. here in New York City. After you guys watch the video, you're gonna see how much that matters because I'm gonna talk about the number 34, and I did not plan this. This is just crazy. I even wrote it in the title: Super Bowl 58 and the Harbaugh's 34 conspiracy, and then the video starts at 34 at 3:40. It's just amazing how this stuff works sometimes. But shout out to everybody. Thank you for joining us. And I just want to start by saying that I'm really close to figuring out who's gonna win the Super Bowl this year. This video, I'm not gonna make a pick because I don't know. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I do want to point out some things that I've noticed. So, this was a clip that somebody sent me. A young girl made a video showing all the 34 coincidences with the Harbaugh family, and think about this. So Jack Harbaugh, who's the father of both Jim and John Harbaugh, remember in 2002 he led the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers to the national championship when they defeated the McNissy State Cowboys 34-14. And the number to focus on is the number 34, right? Because the winner of this game won with 34 points, and the head coach was Jack Harbaugh, right? And then remember in 2013, which was the Harbaugh Bowl, both Jim Harbaugh and John Harbaugh played against each other in the Super Bowl when the Ravens defeated the 49ers in a comeback victory. Remember, there was a power outage in this game for 34 minutes, and this game was played on the 34th day of the year, February 3rd. And if you guys see what it says here, the Ravens, they won the Super Bowl 34-31, which it looks a lot like the number 34-13, like how the game just ended with Michigan over Washington, 34-13. But think about it. So Jack Harbaugh, he wins the national championship scoring 34 points. He's the father of both John and Jim. And then John and Jim end up playing in the Super Bowl, and they have a power outage on the 34th day of the year, and then the winner is the Ravens, and they scored 34 points. And then most recently, Jim Harbaugh, he led Michigan to another national championship over Washington, scoring 34-13. So that right there shows you how scripted it is. What are the odds that the father and the both sons, they win national championships and Super Bowls, and the winner, and they all scored 34 points. Their team all scored 34 points. And then for the Harbaugh Bowl to have this power outage that lasts 34 minutes on the 34th day of the year, it's obvious that they're doing something with this number 34. And remember, this was a big number. I think it was 2 years ago when the Rams played the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Because remember, it happened right before the war at Ukraine. Ukraine equals 34. And I don't know, because I'm thinking because I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out what this riddle is about. And hopefully you guys at home can help me out as well. Leave some comments. Maybe I'm going to open up the phone lines in case you guys want to call in as well. It's January 11th. The Super Bowl will be exactly 1 month from today. I'm trying my best to figure it out as soon as possible so you guys can have the best odds. Usually, the first time around we get it wrong anyway, just to be honest. But eventually we do get it right, and we get it right before the game is played. So that's the good part about knowing this knowledge and just paying attention to all the clues that they give us. So the thing to focus on, right? So we have a lot of people think that the Super Bowl this year is going to be a repeat of Super Bowl 47. I don't know about that. I think there are, Super Bowl 47 is going to be a clue into who wins this year. Just think about it. That year when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, Joe Flacco was the quarterback, and now Joe Flacco is leading the Browns in the playoffs, and he having a great season. There's just so many narratives on the table, and it's just so obvious what they're doing. But putting it all together and solving it, that's the difficult part, and that's the part that we are Almost at. I'm trying to see what they're doing because it's obvious they're doing something with the Harbaugh brothers. And it's obvious they're doing something involving a power outage because think about what they wrote in this article here. The headline says, Ravens survive 49ers comeback and power failure to win the Super Bowl. So they had a power outage at the Harbaugh Bowl back in 2013, right? Now this headline says that Michigan overpowers Washington 34-13. Hey, they're using the word power. And if you guys remember last year, the Power Bowl, it reached $1.04 billion. And remember, this lottery was exactly 133 days before the Super Bowl, when football equals 133. And remember, this year is the 104th NFL season. And so they had the Power Bowl reach 1.04 billion right before the 104th NFL season concludes. Well, 133 days before the NFL season concludes. And there was also a lot of other power-related rituals. Like, remember this guy? I think his name was Riley Gale. He passed away a couple of years ago. He was a member of the Power Trip band. He died at the age of 34. Going back to that number and the power riddles that they're giving us recently. So yes, look what it says here. Riley Gale, frontman of the Texas thrash metal band Power Trip, he died last August at the age of 34. Of course, murder, poison is all 34. They're saying that he died from an overdose of fentanyl. So let me just, I'm going to put the phone number on the screen so you guys can call in if you like. Maybe you can help me out with this riddle. If you guys call in, I don't want to hear other riddles because you guys don't pay attention to the stuff that they're putting right in front of you. You guys always want to, go into like, oh, but the Cowboys. Oh, but what about Lamar Jackson on the 42nd day? Like, you guys have to know that this is way deeper than that. It's way deeper than the game being on the 42nd day of the year. And maybe they have a black quarterback in there, but these riddles are way more complicated than that. You guys think that just because it's on the 42nd day of the year they're gonna have a black quarterback? That's not. Last year the game wasn't on the 42nd day of the year, but they had two black quarterbacks, and so just because the Super Bowl is on the 40, a lot of people send me a lot of stuff that I'm like, man, you guys must not know how this stuff works. It cannot be this simple. They're not gonna have a black. I mean, that's why they're giving us this Lamar Jackson, fairy tale season. So make it seem like it is gonna be the Ravens. I don't think it's gonna be the Ravens. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be the Ravens. It's never the 1 seed versus the 1 seed. I don't know. When's the last Super Bowl that we had the 1 seed versus the 1 seed? It very rarely happens. I mean, for God's sakes, we just had the Bengals in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. I think that was like a wild card team. So just know that these riddles are a lot more complicated than, date numerology and what day of the year it is. These are riddles, and we also know that these riddles are also connected to some tragedy rituals that they're about to expose to us soon. Maybe they have another power outage or actual power outage in the works. We don't know yet. We shall find out. Remember when the Rams was in the Super Bowl and they had all that 34 ritual going on? You know why? Because they was developing a war at Ukraine, and Ukraine and Russia ended up beefing, and they had the same. Remember, the colors were matching the colors of the Rams, the Ukraine flag. So these games are connected to tragedies. It's more than just the 42nd day of the year. Most of these games are connected to tragedies, if not all of them. Right? That's why it's called rituals. It's beyond numbers and letters. But you got to ask yourself, what are the odds of that, right? father and the two sons. And ask yourself, yesterday I posted this on my community tab. I mean, it's no longer like this now. But if you guys look at your NBA standings, look at this. A lot of you wrote that you didn't understand what I wrote here. Obviously, the caption is I was being sarcastic when I wrote. The NBA is not rigged, you guys. This entire time I was just lying. Obviously, I was being sarcastic because as I put right here, look, I even gave you guys the bold, the red outline to show you guys the synchronicity. This is the Western Conference standings from 1 through 11. Look at the losses. It's in order. The top team has 10 losses. The second top team has 11. And you go all the way down. It goes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 in order. I mean, you know what is the odds of that happening? 1 through 11 for it to be in order like that? Like, oh man, it's crazy how people don't pay attention. And people still debate that this stuff is not rigged. Like the father and the two sons scoring 34 points in their championship games. Or whatever. So yeah, Super Bowl 57 was on the 34th day of the year. Again, big number with the Harbaugh family. Yeah, so again, the phone number is on the screen. If you guys want to call in, help, tell me if you guys notice anything additional to what I pointed out. If not, it's fine. I'm gonna keep researching myself. Maybe they'll have. Nah, I don't think. I was saying maybe they'll have like the. Nah, I'm not gonna even say that. I don't even think that's gonna happen. But let's see what happens. Maybe we do have a power outage. Maybe that's what the ritual this year it is. Powerball at $1.04 billion. I don't think power equals 34. Let me just check. I know murder, of course, church is 34. No, power is actually 32. It's also 58. Like Super Bowl 58. I know church is 34. So is Jesus. We shall see what's going on. What they have planned. Maybe something happens on the 34th day of the year this year, on the anniversary of Super Bowl 57. Maybe that's why they have the two seeds, the 2-1 seeds are the same team from Super Bowl 47. But since nobody called in, I'm gonna leave it there. If you guys have any additional observations that I haven't been able to make, please leave a comment so we can all look at it and learn from each other. That is the point of having a community and having a comment section. That's the point of having a comment section and a community. So we can communicate through that using that tool. All right, so let's see what else I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, Michigan overpowers Washington 34-13. We are the champions. Blake Cohen ran for 134 yards. They have 47 points in that game Monday night in college football play. Okay. All right, I'm gonna check the comment section before we end it, and yeah, let's see what happens. So Seventh Denham says the Ravens are going to the 59th Super Bowl. Okay, maybe. Somebody says it's pronounced Harbaugh. Okay, whatever. Harbaugh, tomato. You guys are always focused on the pronunciation. Who cares? If I say tomato or tomato, you still know what I want on my sandwich. Oh, I'm not gonna give you a tomato because you said tomato. Listen to the knowledge and stop worrying about the way I'm saying the word. Listen to the things that I'm pointing out. That's what matters. I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you. Somebody says they like the Ravens and 49ers. I don't like the Ravens and 49ers are not going to play each other. They're not going to have. That's just not going to happen. If you guys want to bet on that, whatever. It's your money. Somebody says it's hard to predict this year's Super Bowl. It's always hard, but they give us a lot of clues. Yeah, it is bait. Yep, I agree. Shout out to Taya winning. She said, "Thank you for sharing the information." Absolutely, you're welcome. Very welcome. Uh, Somebody wants a free pick for this week. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you guys a free pick. Everything is on Patreon, you guys. I already put out my pick for Saturday's game. We decoded two games. We decoded the Texans and Browns game, and also the Rams and Lions game. I think that's where the money is. These two games are big favorites, and the Chiefs are pretty high favorites. So if you guys want to know who's going to win the Browns game, go to the comment section, click on the link, join the Patreon, and you'll see. But don't ask for free. I gave out a lot of stuff for free, and I'm gonna give out the Super Bowl eventually for free as well. So those are the things I give out for free. Usually the championship game and stuff like that. But these games right here, I'm not giving out nothing for free. You guys can make a whole lot of money with this. Why do it for free? If I want to, do an event in Haiti and give out food, a lot of you don't even show up to the live to the video. Like those videos got like 200 views, but then when I make a sports video, shit gets thousands of views. So you guys don't help me out when I have an event. I'm not helping nobody out. The only people. If you guys want something, if you donated to that Haiti drive, the food drive, and I know who you are, you can always reach out to me. Text me and I'll give you a pick for free. Only if you donated to the Haiti drive, to the food drive that I did last October or November, whatever it was. Yeah, November and Thanksgiving. But if you didn't donate, and it wasn't a lot of you, it was only like 40 people who donated. If you're not one of those 40 people, do not ask me for anything free. Only those people can ask. You text me, you tell me what your Cash App name was, I'll look it up, confirm that you did give out a donation, and I'll send you all my notes for the wild card round. But other than that, I'm sorry. I literally made like 7 videos begging people to help donate to feed the people in Haiti, and nobody saw that video because you guys only care about sports information and gambling and making money for yourselves. Meanwhile, there's millions of people starving in the world. And then you guys claim you want to change the world for the better. No, you don't. You guys want more materialistic bullshit because you think that's what's making you happy. No. The only thing you leave in this earth it's what the things that you do. All this material shit, it gets old and people throw it in the trash. None of this shit matters. The people you help, the people you make their lives better, that's what matters. A lot of you can't see that for some reason. All you care is about money, 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 money. Okay, how many houses you want? How big does your house have to be? How many more cars you want? How many more sneakers you need? Now what? Oh, but the new Jordans came out, different color. Let me go get those. Man, whatever. But at the end of the day, again, If you guys notice anything about the Harbaugh connection with the number 34, or it doesn't even have to be about the winner of the Super Bowl. If you guys notice any other headlines connected to, the number 34, or think that was something connected to the power, or maybe a possible power outage, please leave a comment, because I would like to see that, because they are giving us a lot of hints with the number 34 and something involving a power outage. I don't know what exactly it is yet, but I think that's what this year we're gonna find out sooner or later. But I'm just saying, I think that's what this year's Super Bowl is about. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think that's where they're leading us to. All right. So thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday.